So Milan and Switzerland are now at war, and this could lead to a lot of power for either one of these civs.
I mean, I say either one to be, diplomatic here, but in reality, if anyone's going to take the other over, it's going to be Switzerland. I think Switzerland looks much more powerful, and that would be a good counterbalance to France, because it seems like France is going to start to blob out here, although they're surrounded now. You really look at the borders of Western Europe, and I don't really see an easy opportunity for them to take any cities. The Celts are doing really well. The Celts are doing, pretty well for themselves. I mean, you might be able to at least take this one city over, but outside of that, I don't see any other chance that you might have. The Dutch are continuing to colonize, and if they find an easy way to, continue to build Rotterdam, Brussels, and Amsterdam up, it's going to be tough to fight up and attack William. If Switzerland kind of consolidates with Milan, that's going to be tough. I mean, maybe Portugal, but you have no easy route to attack Portugal. This mountain range really hurts. So, either way, Western Europe is starting to, really fill out, and it's actually going to get tougher and tougher for someone to take everything over. Forbidden Palace has been built by Greece. And, yes, Denmark will take over Manchester. And they also defended well their Norwegian territory. Bam, Norway has lost their second city that they first... Oh, France and the Moors working with Morocco. So, yeah, the last video was kind of the video theme of the last video was kind of the Moors. And actually, again, this goes to just what I said right now, is that there's no easy route for France to get over and to reinforce the city. They'll be able to do it one by one. It's going to take time. But the Moors might take the city over before then. Morocco should have success attacking Granada, though. I will say that. Yeah, they should have lots of success there. Byzantium and Egypt have peaced out. Several major wars. Excited to see Denmark take over Manchester. There it goes. Look at Denmark. Look at Denmark. And then Sweden should be able to take over Oslo. I think Norway will still exist, I think, in Norwegian, just north of Denmark territory. Come on, Iceland. I can't wait for the beast of Iceland just to get unleashed. He's going to come out and just explode, and people aren't ready for it. They're not ready. Yeah, I mean, Granada should get taken over by Morocco, but I don't know if the AI is going to do something stupid or not. Maybe. I mean, you never can underestimate, right? You can never underestimate the AI. Oh, that's right. I forgot that Scotland is now the last civ to process since the Umayyad have been destroyed. Really excited about Armenia here, because you have a very weak Hittite Empire, very weak Ottoman Empire. At that point, you gather these three cities, you'll be able to take over Byzantium. So the Armenians look really good. I think they look good. They're in a good situation. Switzerland slow but grinding away at Milan. The Moors didn't stop the French passage. They should have got a unit on this tile here. Oh, they don't have open borders. That's the problem. I completely forgot this is Portuguese territory. The Moors can't step on this tile. Portugal probably hates the Moors. Still, this will not be successful for France. France is going to be, pretty distracted. They'll lose units, even. Finally. All right, so Songhai took Casablanca away. And looks like the Netherlands took something away. I'll look at that. But Songhai finally grabbed. Now they're at, 4 cities? Good for them. Yeah, I have no idea what the Netherlands just took. I completely forgot that they were at war. Oh, there it is. Bam. And they took that from Kievan. Dang, I really like the Dutch here. I really like the Dutch. I don't know how they're going to keep a hold of all these cities, but as long as they have a high military numbers, no one's going to try to, go to war with them. They need to be careful with their own offensive wars, but if they just continue to... Ooh, you might lose a city. You process first. I think the Dutch processes first before... Yeah, they do. So they get a little boost there. But just one... Yeah, I mean, a range attack and a melee attack... Yeah, no, that's not enough. And they're going to try to reinforce. There we go. There's Finland versus Norway. We've got Mali versus Norway 2. Denmark's obviously looks like, they lost quite a bit of military units in their siege of Manchester, but now they have 4 coastal cities. They need to annex Manchester, but they do. Embargo of the Goths and the embargo of the Huns have both passed. They need to annex Manchester, and they could be a pretty strong force in the North Sea. That would be pretty interesting. But of course, Denmark can't ever take their eyes off of Bohemia with Hamburg and this city. Don't want to try to pronounce that one. Bohemia's kind of getting more and more scary since obviously they intend to continue to build boats. Yeah, Switzerland's not doing as much against Milan as I had initially thought they would. Rome is facing kind of a bigger war. Oh, Greece is going after somebody. Yeah, so deep sea sailing is becoming more and more of a thing. Yeah, a lot more of a thing. Armenia is going to probably try to rebuild their military briefly, but again, the Ottomans and the Hittites, they're behind in technology. They're not a big empire. They're probably behind in technology. The Armenians could just boom, ravage through here, and they already have coastal cities to divide up Byzantium. Oh, Byzantium settled North Africa. Yeah, so I'm really starting to. I mean, already, we made our, we kind of all tried to do our rankings, our great power rankings in the last one, but it's already starting to shift for me. For me personally, I'm starting to see other things. I mean, the thing about the great power ranking, like when we do power rankings, we've got to consider like not necessarily who's the biggest at the moment. We got to consider like who has a really easy opportunity to expand, whether that be through colonization or through conquest. And the Armenians are definitely one of them, because they can always just colonize over here. I completely forgot that the Caspian Sea was on this map. The Ottomans are over here, and so is Hungary. But they still have all the the Caucasus Mountains and stuff like that. That was a weird move, Armenia. I was just talking about you. You do not want to take on Byzantium right now. Although they just have pikemen. I don't see any musketmen from them. Well, they've got like one. I don't know about that choice. That's kind of a weird war. Unless you get the Greeks involved. If you get lucky enough and the Greeks get involved, then I don't know. You're going to lose this city, though. The Dutch and Rome. People don't like Rome. And bam. The Netherlands wiped out. Oh my gosh. The Netherlands wiped out Kiev and Rus. And I've probably been pronouncing that name wrong the entire time. I apologize. Byzantium. The Goths declared war on Byzantium. That will keep them distracted. The Pope and the Moors at war. Songhai and the Moors. Now, okay, so the Armenians still have a chance. Bavaria and the Moors, Scotland and the Moors. Oh, yeah, they are kind of in a tough situation because now they've allowed, unfortunately, France to get across and reinforce this city. Denmark and Songhai. Hey, Switzerland's going to take Chambéry, I think. Songhai and the Huns are at war. And Sweden might be able to take over Oslo. Several ranged attacks, as long as they keep one melee unit alive. I actually think they might lose it, though. Yeah, no, look at the Dutch, though. Look at the Dutch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switzerland took over the first Milan city. I mean, they've got 6 cities over here. And nothing else. They seem to be the only civ that's down to continue to colonize. Scotland and Norway have peaced out. Imagine just the powerful Dutch Empire in Eastern Europe right now. Remember, they've got their colony in North Africa. They've got a little island just north of Scotland. It's crazy. This is awesome. So many things we've never seen before. We'll see if Switzerland can finish the job and take out the capital. They could really use Florence's help, but I think Florence is, laying low. Just wait for Florence, okay? Trust me. Actually, in that second European campaign, they didn't do anything for almost the entire game. It wasn't until the very end that they popped in and got like 3 cities. So that was that's part of it. So Cordoba should still fall to Byzantium. Really nothing happening with the Goths. It's not really distracting the AI. That was the best thing that Armenia could have hoped for is that Theodora would be, just kind of distracted by Gothic units here. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Bohemia being really quiet. They're kind of the sleeping giant right now. They actually might be getting caught. I'd love to check the demographics after this turn, just to kind of see if they're getting caught in any of the categories. Because I think that's definitely a possibility. They've just been so quiet. And who can they really go to war with? At this point, I don't really know who they could go to war with. So they're still winning population and crop yields. Prussia, see, that's the thing. I talked about that. As long as Prussia just kind of waited, stabled out, they'd start becoming stronger and stronger. So we've got Prussia #1 in manufactured goods, which means they'll be able to pump out a lot of military units. Soldier-wise, Bohemia is still #1 though. And there's the Netherlands, #1 in land. They've got the most amount of land. Not crop yield though, but yeah. GNP still goes to Bohemia, and then technically Portugal, #1 in literacy. That kind of comes out of nowhere. Because Babylon has been eliminated, I don't think anyone gets any natural bonuses to science. So it should be anybody's game when it comes to, who's the lead, I guess, in terms of literacy. The Moors are still doing okay. Oh no, it looks like Morocco take over Granada here. Let's check Sweden. Yep, Sweden will take over Oslo. Sweden will take over Oslo. We still have the British trying to take back Manchester, but that will not happen. Mostest literate people. Portugal, Alexander #2. We've got Bohemia 3 tied. Okay, so there's a big tie for 42 technologies. France, Flanders, the Goths, Bohemia, and Alexander. And we've got 2 techs ahead. Like, that's just so random. Why Portugal? Are they that good in technology? I mean, are they that good? Do they have big population in their capital? That's what I'm trying to say. Syria at 41. Big tie for 41. Whoa. Okay, so no one is really that far ahead. Literacy is kind of up for grabs for anybody. But if we look at the bottom of the list, this is something to kind of keep in mind. These are probably the next civs that will fall. The Ottomans and Hittites, we'd already talked about. They'll ultimately fall to Byzantium or Armenia one day. Russia, the Moors, yeah, Morocco. Why is Morocco so low on this list? But kind of keep these civs in mind. Prussia needs to get better at science. That is not good for Prussia. 38. Actually, that's not too bad. If they're at 38 and most of the other top ones were at 42. There's Portugal at 44, which is a problem. But yeah, I think Portugal might even get caught. There goes Oslo. Yeah, Lisbon is at 21 population, which is not the biggest city in Europe. We've got France at 24. Is there anything in the Italian Peninsula? Papal State looking pretty good at 18. So is Rome, though. I'd imagine Bohemia has to have, Warsaw 27. And that's not, and Warsaw, they took that away from Poland. Just a beast. Is Prussia have problems? Yeah, Prussia's got to have some problems a little bit with population. Only a few double-digit cities, which is not good for their kind of bigger empire. Okay, so Egypt declared war on Songhai and Norway. We've got the Ottomans going after Norway. There goes a peace deal between Denmark and the British. No one's really going to be able to take over Norway until there's like a larger navy. Actually, I could see Iceland. Hey! Iceland! They don't have deep sea sailing, do they? Apparently they can go out in the deep sea with this trireme unit if they have the... I don't know why they could do that, actually. There it is. There goes the British. So the British could really make a comeback here. Unfortunately, they don't have a navy, though. That's the problem. If they take over Belgium, that could have been really big help. Mali and Songhai back at war. Yeah, nobody's really strong enough, though. Casablanca's holding on. I'm sorry, Granada. Not Casablanca. Granada. Rome is okay. Cordoba should fall, but there's still no melee units nearby. So it's going to take some time. Has Armenia tried anything here? Yeah, see, I don't know what the point that was. What point was that war? Arabia looking like they're going to try like a sneak attack on somebody. They're going to go all the way to Scandinavia. That's what Arabia is looking like. We need to really watch Eastern Europe a little bit more. Eastern Europe still has all this land, and I think that, you know, we're starting to get to the late game. It's turn 253. I think more and more civs are going to desire kind of coming out here and expanding a little bit more. Who is this? That's a Bohemian settler. He's been stuck there, hasn't he? He might have been stuck there for a while. I don't know. I thought I saw him. How's Switzerland doing? Switzerland will take this over as soon as in 2 turns, if they can get this musketman here. Portugal's actually become a pretty big thorn in their side, because Churn or whatever has this mine under their control. It would have been a lot easier for Switzerland to get over to Milan if they had access to that tile. Or just open borders agreement. That would fix everything. But nope. How the Celts looking? Celts looking real good. I wish I would have checked on their technology. I can't remember where they were on this list, but if they're ahead of Scotland or just on the same page as Scotland and the British, then they might be able to do something here. Looks like they're cool with Scotland, which is actually a problem. They need to be not cool with Scotland. Because Scotland is way easier to invade than the British will be. Bavaria building another wonder. Look at Munich. Munich is looking scary. Bavaria must have some sort of production bonus to wonders. They've got to. They've got to. Okay, so here we go. Milan has been taken over. I don't think they have any other colonies, but I always say that, and usually I'm wrong about that. Granada will fall next. Oh yeah, it's right here in front of me, Drew. They're in Iberia, which I think the Vandals will eventually take that over. The problem out of North Africa is that it's been still divided. Nobody ended up consolidating out of the Vandals and Carthage, so I don't think either one of those 2 powers is going to be strong enough to invade Europe. Usually, if it's like Carthage or the Vandals that have control of all of these coastal cities, then something ends up happening, and North Africa becomes a threat, but not at the moment. Madrid might fall, but it's going to be close. Yeah, it's going to be close. Boom, there goes... Oh, we're going to see both Cordobas fall, huh? We should. Yeah, there goes the other Cordoba. Oh, no, that's Granada. Drew, oh my gosh, this is Cordoba. Never mind. Just shut up, Drew. Just shut up. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying right now. All right, so let's look at Switzerland here. I really like it. They've got 4 cities. Ooh. Prussia and the Goths. I like that war. But people keep messing with the Goths, and they always get just slapped back home. Like, it doesn't work. The Goths are too strong, and this might be a bad... I mean, I know that Prussia gets their unique unit, and these guys are really good. Like, this is when Prussia's a really good civ around this time period, but you better watch the Bohemians, because Bohemia is scary. So I'm excited to see what are the results around Prussia and the Gothic territories, because I don't think anything will come directly from that war, except for maybe the Bohemians attacking Prussia, maybe the Greeks attacking the Goths. Something like that will more than likely come out of this conflict, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.